Oh, it's you again. Huh? Do, 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 do. Sorry, responding to some messages, but hello there, how's it going? What is this music, by the way? This is more Yoasobi Jazz, but with a weeb. With weeb. Yeah, here, I'll put it, in, in the, chat if you wanna bookmark it, look it up. Sorry, let me respond to something. I am, oh man, I'll give context for the message I'm replying to in just a second, but anyways, sorry, bad start to stream. Another raid stream at Shapes becoming over Beveled? Bet, you fucking know it, let's go, but actually, you know what, I'm gonna rename the stream. Raging at Shapes becoming over Beveled. That's a great title. But hello TV, hello Daru, hello Kevin, how y'all going today? Hasn't even been 5 minutes ignoring stream. I see how it is. Yes. Yeah. Get fucked. But no. The context here is W title facts. I mean, I have really uncreative like stream titles these days because like I've run out of good ones and I'm just like at this point I'm lazy. Hydrate, hydrate. All right. Actually, joke's on you. I'm really thirsty right now. Penguin is thirsty, confirmed. Facts. True. Wait, what? Good on you. Do not love that for me. But the context as well of the person I was responding just now is I'm a essay for a class, right? It's mostly undergrads, and so like I've gotten quite a few people asking me a lot of different types of questions. Like some people are like undergrads looking to apply to a master's program, specifically the same program that I'm in. There's some people in general who are just like not game students, but they're looking to get more involved with like student projects. And so they're like, how do I meet people? And I'm like giving them tips on like, you know, sign up for these, blah, 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 talk to the leads. Like, don't just show up and play the game, like talk to them and let them know you're interested. And if you want to get in touch with these people, like I know a lot of them because a lot of them are master's students. So like I was like, just let me know and I can probably help you get in touch with someone. And they're asking for some advice and other stuff about like resume building, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is getting on my pay grade. But happy to help when I can. I mean, it's good because right now they're asking questions I still can help with for the most part, but I'm just like, yikes, when they start asking me some deeper questions, I might have to be like, sorry bro, I don't have an answer for you. Imagine being an essay. I used to be that sort of in high school. It was brutal. I mean, on the bright side, I mean, I've been in SA a couple times. I actually really like being in SA because I like getting to work with people. Last semester I was in SA for a very small class, like 15 people. Not very small, a small class. And it was all master's students. It was all master's first years, so that was pretty easy to, not like easy, but you know, like it was fun, nice little seminar vibes, like everyone sharing their opinions, giving critique. This class that I'm the SA for is like a 60-person lecture, but because it's so many people, it makes it a little easier to essay. Like, you know, I don't need to know everybody. I don't need to know their work and stuff. But then when people come and then if people want to, they can like reach out to me and, you know, we can have a chat, but it's not like mandatory, which is nice. What is SA? Student Ambassador. Yeah, I think specifically in my program it stands for Student Aid. It's basically, Kevin, it's basically TA, but right here, right at USC, actually SA and TA mean different things. SA, like SA, the letter S, not essay like a paper. SA can be grads or undergrads. It's just a student assistant. They are not allowed to grade. But then TAs are specifically PhD students that are like being a TA is part of their job, right? It's like literally like they grade, they do research, they sometimes teach if the faculty wants them to. Like these are graduate students, and like they can grade, they can do administrative stuff, but like SA is purely basically just like a student assistant. Scary axolotl. I am a very, very, I'm one of those two things. Middleman for students and professors. Yeah, basically. Are you paid? Of course I'm paid. I would not do this shit if I wasn't paid. Honestly, all these conversations I've been having with people, like, it's technically during my off hours, but like, you know, people just message me on Discord and stuff. I just chat with them, like, I'm gonna log these hours. But it's fun. It's been really fun. Like, I genuinely enjoy being, I mean, I wouldn't have, like, asked my professor, like, hey, can I be your SA if I didn't want it, right? Because I like being an SA. I like helping people. And I really like the faculty that I work with, so... he's actually a very, very famous dude, so... Very knowledgeable. A lot of industry experience. Ow! Just poked myself really hard on the chin. Okay, anyways. Oh my gosh, what the hell's going on here? The University of Scary Axolotl, California. For real? Thought you were a penguin. I am a penguin. I mean, oh fuck, shit, fuck my cover! Who? I'm not gonna name drop. Just cause, here, I will drop a link, cause that will not get saved to the stream output, you know. Well, I mean, he works at the university. Everyone knows what university I go to, which is probably not good. Honestly, it's a good thing that I am not the most, like, oh god, what just happened? What the hell? What did I press? Hello? Oh, it's back. Okay. Stream died. It didn't die. My entire display went black. I don't know if stream also went black, but black W stream lol. Facts. Here, Kevin. I'll DM you. Wrong Kevin. Yeah, that's his name. Oh my god, so many Elmo fires. But alright, anyways, we are indeed back today with some 3D art and modeling. Started a little early today because I'm not gonna lie, right? I was trying to stream, or not stream, I was trying to work on my thesis, and I've just been staring at the screen for like 30 minutes. I'm not gonna lie, I've been having a little bit of a crisis as of late. And, you know, maybe stream is not a bad place to talk about it. You know, just talk through some of the stuff going on in my my questionable the questionable thing inside, the questionable lump of meat inside my skull. It hardly qualifies for a brain, I feel. But yeah. Okay, let me pull up my references again real quick that I had for this. I was meaning penguin snacking on chips and anxiety. Or when am I not? I'm not just snacking on them. I'm gobbling that shit down. Got any of the box left over? Nah. Speaking of the box, the Fajoa lollies that you guys sent me, I may or may not be almost done with them. These things are so good. To be fair, I shared like half of one of the bags with a friend, but only half. No, these things are just so good. I'm gonna see if I can get, like, I'm gonna need like a monthly subscription box. You doing alright? That's the real question, Kevin. I mean, it's a little bit of thesis panic, paralysis. I mean, I can kind of explain what I'm going through right now. Well, I'm more having complications with one specific assignment, because I don't know what to do for it. But, the other thing is, I'm just like, what matters to me? Like, you know, what am I gonna make for my thesis? This is too many questions for me to answer. I'm a simple, brainless being, okay? I do not want to be answering these questions. Should've put more bags in. True. Honestly, you should've just packed the whole box. I mean, I finished the Tim Tams today, too. Those were so good. I'd heard of them before. Like, I knew what they were, but I'd never had one myself, and they were good. Nice texture. Oh, by the way, Kevin, are you going to GDC this year? Tim Tams are always a hit wherever they go. True. I mean, the Whittaker's so good too. What if the real thesis was the friends we made along the way? Bible. Oh, it's not loading for me. Wait, let me check on actually Twitch, like the browser. Because I look at chat through OBS, so sometimes emotes actually don't load for me, but... Oh, okay, it is loading on Twitch browser. I mean, honestly, right? So just to talk, you know, I'm sorry to talk about myself, but now that we're on the topic, you know, something I think in general, my thesis is moving towards, like, this thematically is, I'm really interested in, like, our relationships with other people. You mistyped as an emo. Oh, I see, okay. What, you don't have your phone auto-correct it to the memes? Or, like, maybe you're not on mobile, but, like, it's just... I mean that as in, like, I've typed yeet so many times that, like, sometimes I type yet. Like, I've typed, like, yit, Y-I-T, trying to say the word yet, but then my phone auto-corrects it to yeet, because I type yeet so much. It's cursed. Wow, streamer talking about herself on her own stream, where... I know, I'm sorry, cancel me. Damn, when is it? GDC is the week of the March 15th. Wait. 7... Yes. The week of the 17th. Yeah. Because I think the 15th is a Saturday. Yes, 17th of March is that Monday. Are you going? Indeed I am. I'm actually like planning right now with 2 classmates that we're probably gonna go together. Like we're gonna fly together and then we're gonna take the train back together. But on the topic of thesis dread is like I think in general my thesis is moving a little bit towards about like our relationships with each other and like connecting with each other, what it means to be human, enjoying the little things in life. I don't know. There's a connection there because I sat down today as well. Because one of the prompts right now that I wrote for myself to try and make a project for is like create an experience that like bonding is an intrinsic human need. Create an experience that proves or disproves this statement. And the other prompt that I wrote was also like create an experience that like has the user realize like I don't know something about the relationships in their lives. I don't remember the exact wording, but I was thinking about making something that's like make something kind of wholesome, be like make something that makes people want to call their mom afterwards, for example, or like call their best friend or call someone they care about, you know, whatever. But like I'm just like trying to, I kind of want to do something a little riskier and maybe invert it, right? So where I was going with this is like create an now where I think I might go with this is like create an experience that makes the user feel utter fear that they are alone in the universe or something. I don't know. I really don't know, guys. I don't know what I want to make for my thesis. I want to drop out of school. This was a bad idea. Grad school is a bad idea. Whose idea was this? They need to be fired. But yeah, I don't know. I really just don't know what I want to make my thesis about, because like I do want to make it something about not specifically empathy or sympathy. I'm realizing I care a lot about like compassion towards other people, you know, like caring about their problems and like, you know, yeah, caring about them as people. Sorry, not their problems. Caring about them as people, caring about their lives, because I think, wow, I just hit the space bar. Something that I've always really strongly personally felt is like our existences are meaningful because of details. So like the story I tell a lot is you know, like my mom doesn't talk about when I graduated from college, when I graduated from high school. Sure, she's proud of me for those things, I mean, I hope. But she doesn't talk about them. What she really talks about, she's like, I remember when you were like maybe 3 and I came home from work every day, I would hear suddenly as like you're running down the hall like from your room, so excited to see me. And I was like, I mean, I don't remember that myself, obviously, but like, I mean, I was a young kid, and my mom's a good mom, so I was excited out of my mind to see my mom again. And it's like, you know, it's those small interactions that she remembers that like really make her like her relationship with me really meaningful. And like, oh my god, I'm getting a little emotional. I want to call my mom now. But like, it's stuff like that that I think really our lives live and breathe through the details. And like one memory that I have really ooh, I'm gonna write this down. I actually kind of forgot about this until just now. One memory I have really, really distinct is, I think I must have been maybe about 6, and my mom, she had a medical issue and she couldn't get off the couch, and like I was probably 5 or 6. My sister was about 10 maybe then, and like our mom couldn't get up. It was really scary, and so we called the police. We called 911, and like a bunch of medics came by and they took my mom away, and then it was my sister who was talking to like the paramedics because she was older. And like all I remember is like this firefighter, he like knelt down in front of me and Because I was tiny, and he was like, do you have a favorite toy? And I was like, I do. And he's like, why don't you go get it? Show it to me. I don't remember what happened after that, but I really distinctly remember this firefighter, like, trying to comfort this kid who thought her mom is dying. Because I remember we thought mom was dying. Yeah. I'm gonna write that down real quick. I remember calling the police on my toy phone and it was actually worked. My parents got in trouble because all I did was complain about the traffic on our street. That's amazing! Oh, that's so funny. BB, hello, how's it going? Hi, welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday. Sorry, you came in at a very emotional moment in stream too. I'm talking about like thesis because I started doing thesis prep recently and it's causing me stress! Stress is bad for the baby. I am the baby! Alright, I need to figure out a place for both Mabel and Abel to sleep. See, we need to redo this couch because this couch is ugly. Aw, yeah, it was. I actually had kind of forgotten about that until I started talking about it on stream. So, you know, thank you guys for helping me gather my thoughts. I mean, I'm trying to keep my cool for thesis. And like, honestly, like, you know, something that like our faculty always is really cautious of us, like cautions us about too, is like, don't have masterpiece syndrome, okay? Like, just do something you're passionate about, right? And you're not gonna make your masterpiece because this is one, your thesis is one project of many. And two, like, thinking your thesis is gonna be your masterpiece is like thinking you only have one interest, one thing you're passionate about. But in reality, like, we're all passionate about a lot of things. So they were like, just pick something you're passionate about, commit to it, stick with it, and you'll make a great project. And I'm like, honestly, like, I'm trying so hard not, I mean, because, like, as of late, I've been actually, I have this one prototype I've been working on for, like, 2 weeks now. It's pretty strong in a lot of ways. Like, a lot of people really like it, and people understand it. And I don't know, I just can't help but feel something, and, like, it's actually me making a game that I've been thinking about for, like, a long time, and I've been wanting to make, but something about it just feels wrong to me, you know? It doesn't, it feels good making it, but something doesn't feel right in my gut about it. I can't explain it. And like, I don't know, like my thesis advisor, talks about, not my advisor, sorry, one of my thesis prep teacher talks about, so he illustrates a bell curve, right? Let me open MS Paint for this. Sorry, this is a very heavy stream so far in the first 25 minutes. So he draws this bell curve, right? And he says, this is the thesis curve. You have your ones down here, quote, quote, failures. You have your 30s up here. Like, revolutionary, you know, groundbreaking. And then you have your 7s. The safe things, you know, the safe thesis projects, the safe whatever. And he was like, the thing about the 1 and the 30 is that they're very similar. Because something that might be a great idea, it's like, the things on the edges, the things that are on the edges of the curve are on the edges of the curve because they're so outlandish and so different and so new or unique or whatever. And so that's why they're hard to differentiate sometimes, you know? Like, people thought the iPhone was bullshit at first, and now look at it. Like, how many people in the world have an iPhone? And so he was like, you know, if you guys want to be a 7, that's fine. Just know that you're aiming for this 7. because it's not like he was dinging specifically on sevens either. Because you know, for commercially viable products as well, like the 7 is where you want to be, and he was like, make a 7 if you want, but just know what you're aiming for on the scale. And I think about it a lot because like the 7 is, you know, jobs. Not to say like you need to have a great thesis will guarantee get you the job, but like there's no denying that like thesis is a big part of our portfolio. It's a really big part of our portfolio. And do you want to do something risky and personal or something commercially viable? I mean, that's where I'm kind of struggling with right now too. You know, the prototype I've been working with, it's fine, but it's safe. It's too safe, and maybe that's why it bothers me. Because something I've been thinking a lot about is, one thing our professors, like, one piece of advice that one of my professors gave me was like, well, there's 2 types of theses, or 2 approaches to thesis. There's the repertoire, where, you know, you make something in a genre or style that you are good at, and that you make a lot, and you're known for, you know? And there's growth, which is the thesis projects, right, that are outside of a person's comfort zone. And either is fine, but you just gotta kind of know what you're aiming for. Because I think you can do both. I mean, you can, you know, that's how you end up in the 1 or 30, but it's hard to see that while you're making it. It's hard to see it at the early stages right now, right? And for me, I think about it a lot, right? Because I personally, like, I've got a pretty quote-quote strong repertoire in the sense that, like, I have a skill set, I can make things that look a certain way, I can make things that are gonna feel a certain way, blah blah blah. But I've been thinking about it a lot, and in my time since coming to grad school, like, I came to grad school because I feel like there's something missing inside of me. Like, I'm still looking for something. And, like, so I've been just in general reflecting on how I've changed and how I've grown, or how I don't want to say grown or gone forwards or backwards, because that's not right. Just changed. And I think for me, I realized, yes, I have this repertoire, but the projects that I really feel I had so much fun with and just grew, like, my soul grew a little bit making those were the things that were way outside of my repertoire. And yes, some of them were colossal failures, but I had so much fun making them. They were amazing experiences. But they were also colossal failures on a couple of the projects. So, I don't know. I'm just like trying to, it's a process right now figuring out what I need in my soul. I don't know. Anyways, again, sorry that this stream got, like, super heavy really fast. I also just realized I should not be using that for this. I should just do this. On the topic, actually, of games, though, Kevin, how's your project going with your Magic Circle project? Again, I was about to name drop, but I don't want to, just in case, you know, for anonymity. What's your current prototype? Actually, I could show it right now real quick. I do have the build on my computer. There's... I'll have to explain a little bit of context, but... Here, let me re-download it, because I deleted it today, too. Download anyway! Yeah, I'm gonna give myself a virus. Let me plug in my control. Oh, it's already plugged in. Extract all. The mega circle is going pretty great. It made it a lot less safe, and we're finding our own design direction that I'm very happy with. That's awesome! Do you guys have, like, I mean, I know this is a very complicated question, so you don't have to answer it, like, right now, but kind of, like, what's your guys' like, production schedule like? When are you trying to release it? Or, you know, at least, like, you know, alpha style. Because it would be cool to playtest it again. But... I, you know, have seen the project... Or, sorry, it's been a while since I've seen the project, too. But... It's a ton of code work, though, when it's done. When it's done, and we're happy with it. That's fair. But, you know... I feel like something I appreciate a lot recently... I mean, not that I didn't in the past, but, like, I really appreciate it now, is, like, I care so much about schedule, and, like, a plan, because actually, as of late, I started working again with, one of, I don't want to say who, just because, again, name dropping on stream, but I've started working with a collab, one of the rewilding people, because we're trying to get it up off the ground again and just finish that fucking shit, because... we both, or, because he'd been working on it still for a while. And for me, I recently also came to the realization that I'm like, I'm sick of this shit not being done. We're gonna finish this shit if it's the last thing we do. And we're gonna finish it by the end of the year. I don't care. We're closing the chapter on this nonsense, because it's been too much pain for everyone involved. So... and it deserves to be finished, so we're gonna finish it. Simple as that. Oh, wait, my prototype. I was about to show. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me just finish this real quick. No, mesh bridge. Huh. Okay, no, we're not gonna- this one has more complicated curves, so we're not gonna do it with the cube, we're gonna actually do it with the curve. But, Pog, love that game. What, rewilding? Did you play it for us a while ago? I think I'm okay with delaying our schedule. I used to feel a bit more rushed, but I think I can make a commercially successful game a lot of people will like. Yeah, for sure. But... I mean, because, like, obviously, Kevin, you are also very different, like, from me and, like, the people I was working with. Because I think I trust you a little bit more to, you know, not just, like, continue workshopping for the sake of workshopping. Because I realized that a lot of my frustrations with that team came from nobody ever fucking committed to decisions. We'd make a decision, and it would change the next day, and I'd be like, fuck this shit. We're never gonna get anything done this way, you know that, right? And you know, I get it, it's scary, committing is hard, but nothing is ever gonna be perfect. It's not perfect now, and it's not gonna be perfect in the future, no matter how much you change it, so... just let it be perfect as it is, right? Or let it be what it is. So... Alright, let me, unzip this. Yeah, I broke it. Would test again was cool. Almost helped out. Oh yeah, I remember now. Holy shit. Yes. Man, yeah, no. Just the two of you this time? Yep. And we've been having a lot of meetings recently in terms of, like, getting back on track, and, like, I think, like, in my last couple years, like, one thing I was thinking about that I feel like I've really grown a lot is, like, as a communicator, I feel like I'm a much more effective communicator these days, and also, like, a little better at just, like, just making the fucking decision. Make the decision and move on. Like, I feel like these days I have a lot less time and patience and energy for auteur bullshit. I'm like, I don't fucking care if you're like, no, it's not quite right yet. I don't give a fuck. You're always gonna feel like it's not right. And because of that, we're never gonna get anything done. And, you know, Rewilding is a great project, and it deserves to be done. Like, I feel like not finishing something is a disservice to you and the idea. So, I've run out of bullshit patience. Alright, let me pull up my watering, let me turn off the music real quick and pull up this prototype to show you guys. It was so hard. I mean, not hard, but it was, goddamn, a little bit of a hassle at some point. Okay. It's probably gonna open 1,000 copies. Yeah, hold on. It shouldn't be taking this long. Is it trying to open? I'm gonna give it another 5 seconds and see if the defender thing shows up. It shouldn't take this long to open though, because I opened it literally like 5 hours ago and it was instant. Me and my teammate literally talked about Rewilding to make sure our development wasn't like that. I mean, I know, because she was on it too, and you know, there's a reason she left. And I'm just like, good for her. There's a reason I left. And I was kind of like, good for me. You know, and I can't, you know, like, I don't want to, you know, shouldn't badmouth people, but I can say definitively that that was an environment like that me and your teammate, you know, neither of us were respected. That's why it felt bad, you know? Alright, I think it's just... okay, it's freaking out. Let me just unzip it again. Maybe something happened with the zip. Alright, let's try this again. Why is it not opening, bruh? This is kind of cursed. It's a very small project, too! I'm actually gonna re-download the zip entirely. It might be a zip issue. Download anyways. Just give myself a virus. Okay, that was actually, because I did notice the first time it was downloading, it took a little long. Like, and I don't mean that to be like, it took 15 seconds, whine, but like, it shouldn't have taken that long, is what I'm saying. It's shy. Yeah, I mean, can you blame it? Everybody cheer the prototype on. Hey, yo, Wyatt, what is up? I wanted to yell into the mic, but then I was like, I don't want people to go deaf. How you going today? You're here just in time, actually, to watch me not be able to open my fucking prototype. Why? Oh, there we go. Wait. Why? Should I open it here? It's not even attempting to open. Yeah. Yeah, because I was like, oh, is it just gonna open 10 copies? Prototypes be hating facts. Oh, pfft. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw me trying to open the fucking crash handler. Oh my god. Cause normally, oh my god, normally the build is the middle fucking unit. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. Oh, this is so embarrassing. If this is the point where if I had like an editor, I'd be like, editor, please cut that. And then the editor would not, and I'm gonna cry. It's, oh my god, this is so fucking embarrassing. Anyways. Here. Made with Unity. Can you guys hear? Oh, it's a fax machine. It just registered to me that is. Help y'all finish Rewilding. I enjoyed the game and working on it. I mean, it's a great game. It's actually such a strong, like, from like systemic point of view and just game design point of view, it's so strong. It's just, can't hear. Nice, okay. Honestly, would have never known if we didn't, yeah, if you didn't say anything, I wouldn't have known. See, here's my problem. I'm wrong a lot of the times, and I'm just too dumb to I'm just too dumb to not hide it. I will always be like, wait a minute, I'm stupid, I did something wrong, like... Anyways, what is this? This is my prototype, actually. I'm exploring for thesis right now. This is my 7. This is my very safe prototype. But yeah, this is kind of what I'm exploring for my thesis right now. I love this little guy, and the atmosphere is there already. Let's go! Yeah, I mean, I think the thing that's working really well about this prototype is the vibes. And the way the mechanic works to achieve the experience goal. People really like it. I'm actually immersed! Thank you! Alright, I'm just gonna play its controller. It does not work with keyboard yet, but... Also, yeah, ignore some of the trees, and ignore this. This was included for another thing. I added a lot of trees and cinematic type stuff for another assignment specifically, but I can show you guys the other build that's more, I think, reflective of what the actual thing is supposed to be like, but the mechanic is the same in this one. So you're just playing as a little dude, wandering around, going through some leaf piles, and... check this shit out. This shit took me 8 hours to debug. And it's responsive to the direction you turn the analog stick. This shit was so buggy, and I figured out a much more elegant way to do this morning, and I felt really dumb for not doing it this way to begin with. And there's water! Look! Got the water now. We're gonna go feed our friend. I am glitching on the environment a little. Don't worry about it. I didn't smooth the terrain. And then... I really like this, actually, when it goes behind the tree. That's the very cute emergent behavior. Okay, the UI here is wrong. Ignore that. You have to wind it down so it picks up water. And it'll come back up, pick up the water. And you're growing your little dude. And yeah, UI bug. And then it stops. That's the end. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, there was another bug. But that's the end. Your flower has grown and you can move on. Not quaternions? I mean, quaternions is the... I was using quaternions and like actually measuring rotation, and that was the janky way to do it, actually. The much cleaner way to do it was just to... Never mind. This is nerdy shit. Rewilding 2! Atmospheric rewilding. Okay, so this is... Because right now I'm actually in an animation class, and the animation class needs a little bit of more cinematography to it, so that's why I put in a lot of environmental stuff into this specific build, so I could take some videos and screenshots for my animation class. But this is kind of what the game I wanted to actually look like a little bit more. Like, it shouldn't be having that much... Well, I'm not sure, but I don't think it'll have that much vegetation. But the thing that I showed you about the rotating for the well, that only works in this build. Rotating to collect water works in every build, but the specific, if you rotate clockwise, it'll go left. If you rotate counterclockwise, the thing will go right, so like up and down. That only works in this build, because I fucking finished debugging that this morning. Alright. So... This is the prototype I showed a lot of people, and this one I think communicates a little bit more of the vibes better. Just a little dude. I make an empty parent and rotate the parent usually. Oh, no. So that is what I'm doing for the winding animation, but the thing is I need to count how many rotations the player has made. Because right then I can know when the bottom and the top of the when the water bucket is at the top of the well versus the bottom. So I'm just gonna play through this. So you see the bucket thing doesn't actually work here though. Oh, that's a bug. Yes, and there's no rotation depending on the direction. You see that? And it can only rotate to the top one, so there's some bugs. And the water doesn't appear, but... Oh, friend. Yeah, the camera's a little jittery, don't worry about that, that's a bug. Yeah, and in this version you didn't have to wind the well back down and back up. But I got a lot of play, because I've playtested this with like 10 people and everyone kind of gives the feedback that they like that, you know, you hold X to pour water here. They want similar procedures for this as well, so. Because that one's just a tap interaction. There he is. There's my boy. In the dark. Just chilling. What are your design goals for this prototype? So my goals for this prototype... Wait, let me close it real quick. Just gonna get the music. Sorry guys, this is a very... me just showing my work stream and this is a little cringe. But my goal for this prototype was... because like I said, right now what I'm exploring in Thesis is specifically how do we feel like, you know, feeling the presence of someone when no one is there. So the goal of this prototype was like people will feel care and hope as they raise the flower. They'll start to feel like a bit of a they'll start to feel like a little bit of a connection with this flower because it's the only thing there, right, in the world. And so my question was, can I make players feel the presence of someone when they are totally alone? And my hypothesis is that players will feel like this flower is their companion in this empty world. And just like, it was honestly like such a, I'm really pleased with how this prototype is coming along. Like, everyone generally like understood, like, here, where's my playtest notes? Because I've playtested this with 8 people already. Like, it's been a last 2 weeks of like, playtest with 1 or 2 people, get feedback, implement, playtest, implement. And like a lot of people do mention, they're like, I feel alone in the dark, but I don't feel scared. The flower makes me feel safe. Like, I have anticipation watching this flower grow up. The procedures feel really good, so... Themes I get, making an effort and helping others brings light to the dark and brighten your world in turn. I mean, yes! Like, I think at the core of all of these like things I'm exploring right now is just like our relationships with each other. That proto was so cute. Thank you! I'm a big fan of it. But as much as I do like this prototype, something about it still feels moderately off, you know? It feels so safe. It's nice, but it's a 7. I don't know. I do love this prototype, but something about it is nagging at me. It's tugging at my soul. But thank you everyone for sitting through that. I mean, I know we do art streams, but I don't really love talking about my work on stream and showing it. I get a little cringe because I'm like, so I appreciate that a lot. Very cute, thank you. But you're thinking of tapping more into fear and the negative emotions that come from connection or lack thereof? Well, this is because right now, right, we're just prototyping a bunch of different shit. We're trying to explore the thesis top, because I think a lot of my classmates, like I said, me included, we have a bit of a direction that we want to go in, and now it's like attack it from all different angles, right? Like, because something I've really found was so true as well, like in the last 2 years, I'm really understanding is like, just because you have, I mean, like every prototype has something valuable in it, right? So even if you feel like you've found something you've really, like, it's really strong and you vibed with, is like, doesn't hurt to keep making prototypes, right? And take what's working in every one of those prototypes and see how you can, you know, like take the things that are working and keep going with it. And so I'm doing that right now, but I haven't really attacked this topic from the flip side, right? So I'm like, what is the opposite of like, I mean, what is the inverse of this experience? Feeling afraid of being alone, right? Because like a lot of people mention, they're like, I feel alone, but I don't feel scared. Like I do feel very lonely, but not in danger. And it's like, because another thing is like, as I was doing some brainstorming today, because like I said, one of my topics, or one of my prompts was like, bonding, there's a statement in attachment theory by John Bowlby, whatever his name is, that says bonding is an intrinsic human need. And so one of my prompts is either prove or disprove this theory. And so I think I'm going to prove it by trying to disprove it, right? I think what I'm going to try to do is like basically show people that like what I think is going to happen is I'm going to make an experience that makes people, that is supposed to make people feel like I don't need anybody, but in reality you do. And I don't mean that as in like, I'm also talking about a lot about like fleeting interactions, because I think interactions and moments that you have with strangers are so incredibly deep too, you know, like, you know, there's that other theory, there's a psychological principle, there's a name for it, about why we tell strangers. Sometimes we're more open with strangers than we are with our own family, because like strangers are removed. And I think like that is very deep emotional connection too, even if it's fleeting, even if you never see each other again, and you only met this person once on the street. Like, I have a kind of off topic, but the music is the music a Yoasobi medley? It is indeed. It is another jazz medley, this time with the Weeb cover. Here, I'll link it. But yes, what I was thinking about specifically is, so a couple years ago, I was in New York, and I don't remember why I started talking to this guy, but I just started having a conversation with a construction worker near Union Square. And we just got talking, I really don't know why, for just like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And it ended with me following him on Instagram and him following me back. And I still follow him on Instagram. And like, I have not ever interacted with any of his posts, and I don't think he's ever interacted with mine. But yet he still follows me and I still follow him. I really truly don't even know remember what we talked about, but it was so profound that like I still follow this person, and like every once in a while I go through my Instagram and I prune, right? I'm just like, I haven't talked to you in years, I don't like you anymore, whatever. So I unfollow, but I still follow this guy. I've not yet unfollowed him. And there's something really interesting about that, right? Likewise, he's not unfollowed me, so... I feel like maybe the thing that's like nagging me a little bit right now is the fact that like I have two major interests in my life right now. One is our relationships with each other and caring about each other. And two is, I think, like I think, you know, our lives live and breathe through the details, and I think we would all be such better, nicer people if we paid attention to the details of other people's lives. It's like one of those things where it's just like, okay, as in like, obviously it's not always something you can tell, but it's like it's the classic, you know, someone's like, you doing okay? And you're like, I'm fine, but you're actually not fine. And it's like, a lot of those times, like, you know, you're not fine, and so we very rarely say what's actually on our mind. but it doesn't mean that it's hidden, right? If other people, not to say you pry, like as in like, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying, but if you just like pay attention to small things in people's lives, you can tell a lot about them. And I think like, there's, wow, keyboard is dusty. Like, I don't know, something about that, right? Something about just caring about the details of other people's lives, I think, is really interesting to me. I can't do that, creeps me out, too many stalkers. That's true. I mean, honestly, like, I feel like I definitely had to, I was sussing out the vibe for a little, and I'm like, you don't freak me out too much. I think you're okay. But yeah, I would not do that. I definitely would not do that with, like, any stranger, but this guy seemed okay. Sorry. How are you implementing these concepts in the prototype, or how do you want to? In that specific flower prototype that I just showed you, or are you talking about like in general? Just to clarify. I return. Properly this time. Return of the Queen. Hello, Naru. Welcome back. Did you bring the chicky nuggies? I've been really wanting chicken nuggets lately. Cause I don't know if any of you played my Game Jam game. Cause the global Game Jam theme this year was Make Me Laugh, right? And during our first brainstorm, my teammates were like, "What's funny?" And I was like, "Chicken nuggets." And they were like, "Why?" And I'm like, "Cause the last time I ate chicken nuggets, I threw up. Vomiting is funny." And they were like, "What?" So instead, we made a game about toilets, though. I mean, we had a blast making that game, and we finished on time. We didn't crunch. We had very healthy like progress, workflow. We had like a nice system of setting up deadlines while being chill. Like, it was good. It was a really good game jam. Here's the nuggies. Thank you. I recommend the Study with Miku medleys for your next stream. Ooh, okay. Wait, let's look that up right now, actually. Is it jazz? Because I just really like jazz. Okay. Lo-fi? Is this lo-fi? I don't know. I'm not very good with names and genre names. Ooh, that's a lot of nugs. Let's go. Oh my god, I'm gonna get sick and throw up, I think, if I eat that many nugs. Either, I suppose. I thought you were talking about relationships with strangers in the context of the prototype with the flower. Ah! Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I think I should clarify a little bit what I was kind of saying, or what I meant. But, I mean, because I think, like, you know, caring about the details of caring about each other's lives is my biggest core thing. And I think, I don't even know how, now I'm just like, God, how did I get on that tangent? Like, I think I got there a little bit because I was like, I think I care about us caring about each other because, like, we're living in an age where I think loneliness is, we're like in an epidemic of loneliness, right? And I think we fundamentally feel a little lonely when I think loneliness is not a result of like sadness per se. I think loneliness happens when we fundamentally feel unheard. Which is why, like, I don't think loneliness is a byproduct of being alone. Loneliness is a byproduct of feeling ignored and not heard. So I think that's also why sometimes it feels good when we tell stuff to strangers, because strangers are so removed that maybe we feel more seen by strangers sometimes, you know? Like, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when I talk about, like, problems with my friends or whatever, oh god, suddenly everyone has opinions and everything's happening, and then, you know, and then I feel like they're probably like, I've heard this story 10 times, you know, stuff like that. So I think in relation to the flower prototype, I guess it doesn't have that much to do with it, but it's just a general thing I'm interested in and for my thesis. Ow! Fuck! I guess it could be a little bit related though, right? Because the flower is just this random thing in the dark that you find, and you learn to care about it. Like, you have no reason to start watering it, so why do you? I mean, aside from the fact that it's a video game and it's like your objective, right? But you could also opt to close the game and walk away. So that's a little bit of a stretch, but I think that's possibly a slight link between, you know, this topic and the prototype. Here's the nuggies. I was 5 cap 200k nuggies. Better appreciate them. I do. I really do. Thank you for your contribution. These will be redistributed to the public. Nuggy communism. Nuggyism. True. Being ignored is such an awful feeling. Yeah. And I think, like, I mean, because I was also thinking about it, right? I was drawing a mind map just to brainstorm, and I was like, what's the opposite of lonely? What are some times in recent... Like, what are some times that I have felt not lonely, and, like, kind of what was the context, right? And I'm like, one of my classmates actually recently for one of her prototypes did something with food and about, like, freedom of choice, and so she, like, really, you know, up front she was asking the class, so anyone have allergies, anyone have dietary needs, like, let me know, because I obviously don't want to bring in something that you can't eat or will not eat. And then she instantly was just like, oh yeah, so Pengy doesn't like mushrooms, what else? And I'm like, you remembered that about me. That was really sweet, you know? Trickle down nuggy dog. What if I made my thesis about chicken nuggets? I'm pivoting. You know, compassion and flower game is dead. It's nugget time. I mean, I also was thinking about this because I found that I really like... I think I'm like I have a type of humor, but I'm a decently funny person in some contexts. And I really like funny games and experiences, so I'm like, I should try and make a funny game, but I found that I'm really bad at that. I make a lot of extremely atmospheric games, like a lot of my games have a bit of a contemplative quality to them. I've never been very good at making comedy. But maybe that could be an area for growth in my thesis, right? Like, I have one classmate, she's so good at making... I mean, Timmy, you know, Allie is a fucking... If you're still here, but Allie is so funny. Like, I find Allie so genuinely funny. So kind of like a pet plant concept. Kind of, yeah, a little bit. Like, I guess in a way, like something of... These plants are like proxies for, like, the emotions and the connection. I don't know, though. It's all still kind of cooking in my head. Thesis exploration. Honestly, like, I'm so excited for thesis because I really like my faculty. Like, my thesis prep sections in classes have been amazing. I really like our professors. All the faculty here are so, like, inspiring and really just, like, it doesn't matter what you make. Just be passionate about it. As long as you're passionate about it, you're gonna make something amazing no matter what. And, like, them being like, you know, all of you have the capability to make something incredible. So just pick something you care about. And it's so inspiring, but at the same time, I'm just getting scared a little, you know? I mean, I think it's a natural, I know a lot of my classmates are feeling a similar fear, and I guess, like, it's thesis, it's natural to be scared. Like I said earlier, like, Allie is comical, yes. I have you on in the background as I do stuff. Let's fucking go, I'm the background noise. I don't know why I got so excited for that, but I don't know. It's an honor. But yeah, Allie is so funny. Like, everything she does, I like... Okay, don't tell her I'm gushing about her like this, but, like, everything Allie does, like, I just look forward to so much seeing, because I know I'm gonna walk away feeling really happy. And, like, or... I'm gonna walk away from, like, any of her projects that she makes feeling a very distinct way than some other projects, you know, like... Because... I mean, I guess happy is the word. I don't want to say happy because I don't necessarily want to, like, box her into making only happy experiences, but it's like walking away from a project feeling a little moody, a little contemplative. Like, I get those every day, but I think, like, comedy is really hard to make, so it's really special when someone can do it well. Being her mod is so chaotic. Yes! I love it. Amazing. Yeah, don't tell her that I just, like, kind of fangirled her over her a little bit, but she deserves it. Comedy comes from the nuggies. You need to eat so many nuggies that I throw up. Yeah. Being around others and still feeling alone. Yes, that's another concept I'm extremely interested in. Yes, a million polys. Yes. Yes. The hood? Oh wait, I wanna fix the cap here a little bit first though. I'm gonna undo all those bevels. Or those smooths, not the bevels. Oh, okay, really quick before I forget though, because I actually kind of was about to. Yeah, Kevin, if you're gonna be at GDC, like, I don't know specifically which days I will be there yet, but it would be cool to see you if you're around. Why the fuck is this happening like this? Okay, whatever, I don't give a fuck anymore. I live around there, so I will be around regardless, for sure. Oh, that's true. Yo, damn, can I couch crash? Just kidding. What? Oh, there's over- I was like, what is going on here? Like, why is it not smoothing? Like that, there we go. Don't tell her you're fangirling her, dang. I mean, if you want to, but it's a little cringe. I don't know which way is which, honestly. Still don't know. Alright, which way are we trying to rotate this shit? I guess it's this way. I have a people couch crash. If you want to, but you're with a group already, right? Yeah, yeah, I'm probably going with 2 of my classmates. So yeah, we're probably just gonna split an Airbnb. Because we're gonna, I think the 3 of us are probably gonna stick together, like, the whole time. Like, fly there together and then come back home together. It's your call, I won't say anything. I don't know. Allie deserves the praise, but also it's cringe. Not me being a little fangirl. You know what? Allie deserves a compliment. Dang. Baby, this is a banger! Thank you for suggesting this. So what song is this? It's very familiar, but I can't, Becoming Potato. Okay, didn't know that one. I think I've heard the V before. Oh, Romeo and Cinderella was playing last. I didn't even hear it. Wait, let me restart because I was too busy talking, I think. I'm gonna see who else is going, but I will definitely be going. I feel like I missed out last year. If you compliment her, then you should do it in her stream. Alright, I'll show up next time. I mean, she's gonna be streaming today, isn't she? She streams on Thursdays. It was last week that she rated me! And then you join. Oh, such good times. You feel like you missed out on a lot last year? Yeah, I didn't go last year. I didn't realize that it was like a big one though. I mean, I think actually that was the first one in person in a few years, right? So maybe that makes sense that it might have been a little bigger. I mean, also, like, because, right, this year is gonna be my 4th year streaming, can you believe that? And I am thinking about, doing 1, a really long stream, and 2, a stream just bringing back all the classics! All of the old games that I, like, you know, streamed for years. Or, like, streamed at the start, right? Like, bringing back some Splatoon, bringing back possibly a little Breath of the Wild, because why not, fuck it, but we've already played so much Breath of the Wild on the stream, maybe not. But you know, bringing back Mega Mix. Uneven spacing. I need to listen to the other 2. Didn't realize there's 3 parts now. Only oh, okay. So the one we're listening to now is one you listened to, I'm assuming. I just vibe on the internet bullying streamers, as you should. That's an honorable profession. We deserve the bully. Ryan saying I got tickets for Miku Expo. Oh, nice. When is it? Surely Mega Mix, of course. I went the year before and COVID spread around pretty badly. Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah, I did not go last year because I actually was not. Oh, I was traveling the week before. That's why. But yeah, I'm going this year. I'm gonna have a network. I'm gonna get some business cards. Fuck. Oh man. Something else I've been thinking about recently is like another possible thesis topic. It always comes back to thesis. I'm very interested in the masks everyone wears, right? We all wear masks for one reason or another. Like, not COVID masks, but you know, performance. We all act X way when we're around Y people. And that's something I've been thinking a lot about lately, because my thesis professor, or my thesis prep professor, you know, he was like, we're all always acting. In May for the one I'm going to. Is it in, like, Northeast? I was gonna get a ticket for Kansas City Comic-Con, but then wait, really? What? In Kansas? I mean, city? I mean, I don't know how many people would be going, but, like, it's not even like it's San Diego or Boston or New York, you know? I should make cards for my games or something. Yeah, you should. Sorry, that came out not like, yeah, you should, but like, it's... Marketing is never a bad idea. But, you know... I'm tired of this performance. I'm really tired. Something I've really felt a lot increasingly lately is like... I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, right? I came to grad school to find my way, and I'm like, did I lose it while I was finding it? I'm a really different person now than I was when I started, which is to be expected, and I don't think it's a bad thing, but sometimes you just gotta think about the ways you've changed and what it's meant for your life, you know? What it's meant for who you are. And it's just interesting because, you know, like I said, I'm looking for a piece of me that's missing. I don't want to lose another piece while I'm trying to find that first piece, right? It's not San Diego, which is better for some celebs and companies, but it's smaller, more intimate without all the crazy. That's fair. Plus, we have the best barbecue in America. Really? I didn't know that. I've never been to Kansas before. In New Jersey. Okay, nice. It's pretty, like, easy for you to get to. Surely when Megamix comes next, we do an Inkopolis stream. Holy shit, we finally texture that bad boy. This is why you gotta check in on friends, because their mask may seem they're doing fine, but they may be struggling more immature inside. Yeah. I mean, that's something I care about a lot. And, like, I don't know, I also, like, I mean, I don't mean this in any way disrespect, but, like, I do find that sometimes even with, like, it's hard, like, checking in on your friends is great and all, but sometimes it's still hard to take off that mask when you're around your friends, you know? I don't know if that happens, like, to you guys, but it does happen for me quite a lot. And, like, I don't mean that at all in the sense that, like, I don't trust my friends. It's, like, and, like, my friends don't care. Like, I know they care so much, so sometimes I'm just, like, I think about this a lot, too, and I'm like, why am I lying, you know? Who am I lying to? It's a very, very deep and serious subject. Perhaps not great for stream, but, you know, here we are. And I think, you know, back to the thing about strangers is like, you know, we really are more inclined to tell strangers about our problems than our best friends sometimes. I'm like, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's fine. It's just an interesting phenomenon. Also, weirdly, the capital of America. Really? That is not what I would have thought. I forgot about Inkopolis. Me too, honestly. I learned so much making that goddamn project. It's wild. Like 50-cent tacos are still sold here if you know where to look. Damn! 50-cent tacos are the new dollar pizza. Friendship with dollar pizza ended. 50-cent tacos are my new best friend. Speaking of which, I had nachos for lunch. I'm gonna eat some of them. It was such a chaotic day. I spent so long this morning debugging. That thing that I showed you earlier with the left and right rotation with the crank was so fucking hard to debug. I don't know why. Like, my gosh. It took me really long to debug this morning, so I didn't get to cook lunch. So I had to like just suddenly randomly order some nachos, and I had to run out in the middle of class to get them. But it was fine. My class was virtual, so I just like went AFK for like a minute. I love Mexican food like so much. You guys actually have no idea. Like I love tacos. I hope that didn't sound weird. I love Mexican food. I love tacos, but nachos pog indeed, yeah. There's this one place down in Long Beach that does really good. It's like Korean Mexican fusion, and their loaded nachos are so good. I love fusion food too, honestly. Like, I know some people have some reservations about it, but I love fusion food, man. I love just the combination of flavors, and you get something new and really unique. I mean, it depends on the fusion, right? Not to say all fusion food is good. I've had some not good fusion food too, but I think Korean food with like some certain like Mexican foods, so good. I don't really eat a lot of Korean food either, so. We shared secrets, but there are two kinds of secrets. There are those you share at sleepovers, what kind of boys you like, the worries about school the next day, but there's also the secrets you can't. Where is that from? So the stranger dumping, stranger trauma dumping on a Tuesday night is too common. I think it's extremely normal. Like, let me find it. There's this Instagram account where they leave a bucket on like a public table, and they just say stuff like, what's your biggest regret or whatever. And like, people are so honest. I think people are naturally honest. Like, people are not walls up, masks on for no reason, right? And like, if I think with like, again, depends on the context too, but like I think strangers, okay, so I actually have two things I want to talk about here. So first of all, also just to address the chat real quick before I go on a long ass tangent, but Nacho Coco. That's my new domain name. I do miss college a lot, but it's so expensive for me. I know, college in the US is a business. Like, I have a good friend who lives in Norway, and she was like, yeah, everybody in Norway has a master's degree because we basically get to do a master's degree for free, which is why cost of living in Norway is extremely high, but quality of life and average income in Norway is extremely high because everyone's like very highly educated. So, I may finish through community college though. I mean, that's a good option, much cheaper, and like, honestly, for what it's worth, like, I mean, this is a little hypocritical, like, coming from someone who is, like, I've been super blessed in all my educational opportunities in life, whether it be through, like, you know, like, family support. I'm on a lot of scholarships right now, like, I also work 3 jobs, so, like, but, like, you know, not everyone has, like, the same opportunities as me, so I'm extremely blessed to have had so many, like, educational experiences, but like also for what it's worth, I just think like school is great. You learn a lot, but you learn even more from the people around you. More than anything, it's about the people you're with. So like community college is still like a great way, I think, to like meet people who are gonna care about you and your ideas and like help your soul grow a little bit. So full support, you know, I'm a big advocate of education. And this thing that I can't find the Instagram account, but like, yeah. I think that like by nature, people are really honest. And also, hello, Fang! Meow! Hello, I'm so sorry. There's so many different conversations happening right now, but how's it going, Fang? How you doing today? It's not etymology nerd. I definitely follow this person. I don't know where it is, but it's like if you just look up the like person that like says random like person that asks strangers about their first love or biggest regret in life, whatever, I think it'll pop up. It's a pretty famous Instagram account, I think. Has a lot of followers. Doing okay. It's okay. Doing good. Love it. Excited for the weekend? Who's excited for the weekend? I'm so fucking excited for the weekend. It's been a really tiring week. I've been exhausted. K-drama I watched a while. The secret she can't share. She murdered someone when she was 10. Hello, my 20s. You know, love that for you, sis. But yes, okay, back to my original tangent. Because I didn't want to, I really didn't want people to be like, I ignored your chat. I'm like, I never ignore the chat. Sometimes I just forget to respond, but I read everything. And I've said this before, but this is why I like, you know, small stream community, like a small stream channel, because I get to talk to everyone. It's really nice. But yeah, I think we are all so willing to be open and honest, and we all want to be. We all have stories we want to tell, and it feels good when people hear us, right? Like, I think telling and wanting to tell your story is not narcissistic at all, you know? I know some people are like, oh, it's all about me, but I'm like, no, sis, I asked, make it all about you, please. But I think humans naturally are honest and have a huge capacity for care. It's as we get older and we learn about society that we put on these masks, we turn on these pleasantries. You know, our closest friends, sometimes we don't tell them because we don't want to, we also know their lives, we know what's going on in their lives, so we don't tell them sometimes because they're like, oh, you know, I had a bad day at work, I shouldn't put this on my friend because their grandmother has dementia. Stuff like that. Like, I know it's like things that don't seem like they are related, but everything in our, like, human brains connect everything. And like, there's this game called Kind Words. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of it. It's like $5 on Steam. I would recommend it. I would like super highly recommend everyone just like download to like look at it. I don't even open it that much. Like, I think the last time I opened it must have been a week or two ago. But it is an interesting experience. It was a really interesting experience because like I found that I was reading a lot of people's letters and like, you know, who's to say who's making it up and who's being honest, but you know, just give people the benefit of the doubt. And like, some of these people are facing really serious issues, and like, it breaks my heart reading that like there are people going through this, because suffering happens no matter what, but like nobody deserves to suffer, but it's gonna happen. So how do we navigate that? And a lot of these things, you know, like I opened a letter to hit reply, because Kind Words is like you send out a letter into the void and people can reply to you, and that's it. It's not pen pals, it's just one letter, one response per person. So if you write a letter, like 5 people can respond to it, but it's not like you can have a conversation with the person. And I thought it was super interesting that like the number of people that I clicked reply to and just sat there for like 20 minutes and just don't know what to say, so I hit discard. I actually wrote, you know, I need to finish writing that email to the developers because I'm like, I want to know your metrics on this. I want to know how many people try to write a letter and just don't know what to say and close it. And like, maybe that's closed because we feel as if we don't have anything to say, or we fear that what we say is not going to be profound. We fear what we say is not going to help this person. But it's proof. It's so much proof that there's like, I don't think I'm the only person that does this either, right? Like, I don't think I'm the only person that's opening these letters and hitting discard. And I think it's just so much proof that, like, humans have such huge capacity to care for each other. We really do. And, you know, I think that's a flaw, not a flaw, a limitation of the design of kind words, that, like, it's a letter writing game, and so sometimes you just don't find the language. You know, if this were, like, seeing this person in real life, I'm sure that we would just all sit together in a little silence. But I think that's something I just really am interested in and want to tap into, like, the human capacity for care. Also, I just realized my audio was a little loud. I think I was talking a little too impassioned about that, so I apologize. I'll take it down a notch. I only tell flashes of my story, not my whole story anymore. I mean, yeah. I mean, sometimes, like, when I vent to my friends, too, about, like, the same issue, I get sick of hearing myself complain about this same shit, too. Only one more day of work. New keycap set. Ooh. I feel like you're always getting new keyboard, new keycaps. It's just like, damn. He's got the gamer set up. That's a cute game. Reminds me of Nier Automata. It's a very good game. Again, I think it's only $5 on Steam. Super highly recommend you just try it. And it can. I found that it can help you get a little better at talking about what's on your mind too. Just highlights. Usually, like, I mean, not to say that you have to share the exact example, but, like, you know, when you're telling a stranger about something, kind of, what do you lean towards? Like, do you tell them about your career? Do you tell them about your interests? What's your default kind of go-to to tell people about when they're like, hey, who are you? How are you? Or stuff like that. Just a general curiosity. Oh my god! You just dropped a big piece of chicken on the ground. Oh, this is gross. Give me 1 second. I gotta wipe this shit. This is fine. Everything's fine. Okay. That's not too bad. Because it was, like, dry, so. Not the nachos! I read that in the, gingerbread man voice. Not the gumdrop buttons! For me personally, my ability just to care and be nice to people is so burned out from bad times that it takes forever for that side to come out now. I mean, it's fair. I think we're living in a world that, like, a lot of people have been so wrongly hurt, and it's made us defensive. And, like, I know this is gonna sound very naive and maybe too bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, but, like, I really think that's what I want to do in general with, like, a lot of the art that I make. Like, I want to heal the world. I want to heal, well, not the world, but I want people to feel healed. I'm not here to change the world, but if I can change even one person's life, that's more than enough for me. Like, I am 5 feet tall. Who am I gonna save? Or not save, that's a bad verb. Like, who am I gonna help? I'm 5 feet tall. My nachos are so soggy. It's fine. I have 3 boards at the moment, but still. Do you use them for different purposes? Like, do you prefer typing with one? Do you prefer gaming with another? Like something like that? Oh god, keyboard chat has entered the chat. Career and work. Yeah, I feel like those are pretty standard go-to, especially like now that we're older. Just spread a little bit of positivity, exactly. Penguin is fun side. Bro, you have no fucking idea. My comedy thesis idea was Elf trying to reach the shelf, just a day in the life of me. It's a short person simulator. Have you seen all those memes of like a normal sized person getting water? A short person getting water, they have to like platform up a wall. It's fucking me, bro. Dude, these nachos are so good, by the way. Like when they first got here, so good. They're still good now. The flavor is there. So real quick, I like how I used to mute when I ate on stream, and I'm just like, nom, nom. Ever since I discovered people can't really hear it. I'm fucking full send. Like, I know you guys can tell that I'm eating, but I've heard it's not, like, Nero has mentioned before, it's not, like, super noticeable. Unless it is. If it is, tell me and I will mute, because it's gross. Nobody needs to hear the sound of someone eating. We can hear it? Oh, no. Oh, no. I mean, hey, Kevin, you played our Game Jam game. Ready! Set! Go! It's a very funny curse game. But hey, we had so much fun making it. I guarantee, like, I mean, okay, I can't say guarantee, that's a little, like, narcissistic, but, like, I'm certain that we are one of the groups that had, like, more fun. Because we made a stupid game about, like, not shitting your pants, and we didn't overscope. So we had a good fucking time, TM. Pretty quiet. Okay, that's good. I just kind of understood why this looks so weird. The bed has looked a little odd the whole time, and I understand why now. It's too tall. It needs to be lower to the ground. Shitting the pants is an Olympic sport. Here, actually, you know what? I'll show the game we made. Here, let me download it real quick. Because yeah, there is a Windows build. Game of the year for sure. Send to pick my keyboard to the random chaos. I don't want to clog stream chat with too much keyboard talk. Go for it, y'all. I don't give a fuck. This is a stream of the people. I will say, it's a stream of the people. I just stopped reading the keyboard chats though, because I don't know anything about keyboards. Alright, here. Here we go, let me mute the music. And yeah, this year, Global Game Jam had diversifiers. I don't know if they have it every year, I don't think they do. But it's like some specific challenges. So for example, we did one called Mouthing Off, which is literally you make all the sounds in the game with your mouth. So it's all original audio design and Foley. Very cursed. Why is it on that monitor? Oh my god, we don't have a quit button. What? We can never close our pooping game. Okay, I think maybe if it's still on that monitor. Shift, what is it? Alt enter or shift enter? No, shift. Alt enter? There we go. To window it and then. I never use quit buttons. Alright. Controls. It's a multiplayer game. You guys are about to get some quality audio.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your flight deck speaking. We will be landing in about 10 minutes, so we will be turning on the fasten seatbelt sign shortly. If you'd like to use the bathroom, please speak now or forever hold your pee.
I'm sure you guys recognize that one.
Go!
I'm playing both people. And your jump is a fart.
Excuse me.
And it's got like Zelda style stamina. This is so good. I would go to war for this game. Thesis 30. I mean, we joked about this. We're like, guys, what if we just did this? And when you exit the game, it comes from the back of the plane. Oh man. Oh, okay, wait. I'll link it. I'll link it. And oh my god, again, quality oops. And in the credits, by the way, we listed ourselves as fartists and poo grabbers. I do want to screenshot this. I would go to war for this game. Oh, quality. I mean, we didn't realize that, like, because we were all actually like, wait, this is kind of a good fucking game. The game feels great. Like, our poo grabbers spent a lot of time tuning the jump. Everyone, please challenge, you know, your siblings, your SOs, your parents to, emergency landing. And like, I just can't like emphasize enough how much fun we had making this. It was a good weekend. Is it this one? Yes, this is the one I wanted. Programmers. It's so good, man. And it worked out really nicely too, because I think like we had a lot of really good complementary skill sets. Like the art was split between me and a friend, right? And like she's a lot, so she did the animation because I can't animate, and I can't really draw super well. So like I did more of like the vectory style stuff, and then like I did like overall. I did a little bit more like direction and visual development, and then she did a lot of like I did a lot of the direction, she did a lot of the visual development in terms of like line weights and stuff. Like I'm not so good with that, but like she's not good with color, for example. So that was like a really good scenario of complementary skill sets. So like a lot of the colors for everything, it was like me making palettes, but then like for like the fonts and like UI and stuff in terms of like consistent style and line weights, it was all her. I think from a code perspective too, because I was sitting at the table with the programmers as well, and like it's like what's the word, like they worked together pretty well, like no conflicts of like who's doing what. Like the work was divided so nicely. That was another really great thing about this game jam. The workload ended up being really equal on like all fronts, like coding, art, production, audio. It was all extremely equal, which felt really good. I gotta ask, because I just happened to tap into Discord for a second. I want to know, but I don't want to know. What does Skibidi Ohio mean? I don't want to know, but my curiosity is getting the better of me. Skipty toilet. Oh, she doesn't know. What? What does it mean? BRB again, finishing work. Alright, be safe. GLHF. The new meme is just combining memes without context or meaning? But is Skibby toilet, is Skibby Dibby a meme to begin with? Because I don't know what that is either. You can search. Oh, I don't want to now. Do at your own risk. Thank you for the warning. I don't want to now. I'm kind of scared. I'd rather not. Scooby-Dooby Toilet is the most popular YouTube short series with over 100 million. People say it's like Gen Alpha stuff. What? Okay, now I'm scared. Okay, we're watching this. My curiosity is gonna get the better.
Sticking out your gap for the Rizzler. You're so skibbity. You're so Phantom Tax. I just wanna be your Sigma.
What the hell did I just watch? Or I guess listen to. What? What? Bro got a hidden talent that should stay in her. True. Okay, well, I don't know what that was. I don't know if my day is ruined or better or both, honestly. I think my day's a little ruined, but, like, not that. It's not enough to, like... It wasn't ruined enough to, right, say my day is ruined, but my day is arguably less good. That's the combination of memes. I'm so confused. I'm too boomer for the internet. I am literally not even old. But stuff like this makes me realize how out of touch with reality I am. You know, the funny thing is, yesterday I was on the balcony, like my building has a balcony on it, and I was talking to a classmate, and, because we were talking about GDC stuff, right? Oh, and there's like an event this Saturday that, he was asking if I plan to go to, and I was like, I mean, I want to, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of tired right now. And he was like, oh, come on, because he's like, I think 34, and he was like, what are you, like 22, 20, 23? And I was just like smiling, and I'm like not answering the question. He's like, no way, 25, 6, 7? You're not 30. And then I was like, he was just descending into like total madness, and I was like, come on, didn't you know you never ask a woman how old she is? Which is, I was joking, but it was just like funny how he really was just like got to 27 and he was like, what? No, right? No. And I'm like, I don't know. I love trolling people lightly. Give it to the toilet, change my brain, and now I'm damaged at work because of it. Yes, it's, I really, you know, again, bro had a hidden talent that should stay hidden. I wish I didn't know about this. Watching OG Skibby Dibby toilet is worse, don't worry. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like the sound of that at all. It's too Half-Life Source animation. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna regret watching this. What the hell is this? No. Oh hell no. What the? The creator put a lot of work into it. I don't doubt that he did, but you know, I don't need to watch. That was enough internet for me for today. She closed it so fast. Yes, I did not need to see that face toilet. I think it's saying captures the same audience as the FNAF fandom. Honestly, I really want to watch the Five Nights at Freddy's film. It looks so fun. Oh, okay. I was really confused for like about 10 seconds there what I was trying to achieve, and I remember now. Yo, by the way, what's up with the Josh Hutcherson meme going around right now? What's up with that? Why do I feel like... Why am I getting rickrolled by him? I don't understand. Turning it again, this time I bring rain. Oh, I thought you said pain for a second. I'm like, I love it. I've heard it's just plain not good, but the lore. I mean, I've heard it's fun. I've heard it's a fun watch. Like, it's just, like, pure chaos for, like, what, 2 hours? And honestly, I have a large amount of respect for, like, filmmakers that kind of know the audience they're trying to hit and just fucking go for it. Like, I hate film snobs that are like, oh, this film wasn't blah blah blah, and I'm like, well, were they targeting you? No. Were they targeting, like, you know, like 10-year-olds, like, or, you know, people really into Five Nights at Freddy's that are just looking to have a good time? Yes. And did they succeed? I think they did. Good film, in my eyes, if they have a goal and they achieve it. Okay, no, but unironically, what exactly is the Josh Hutcherson thing going around? I actually don't understand it. I saw it show up on my Instagram feed like yesterday? Day after? Or sorry, day before? Yeah, the day after yesterday is today. Wow. But I did see it show up and I didn't understand what it was, but I felt like it kind of have the same energy as getting rickrolled. But I don't know if that's actually what it is. Even the Mario movie isn't the most groundbreaking, Oscar-winning emotional experience of my life. True. Oh, Mario movie's on Netflix now, right? I should go give it a watch. Old fan edit that people dug up, and I think it's so funny they started to use it to rickroll. That's interesting. Very interesting. So I was like, why my boy Josh Hutcherson? I like him. Like, I mean, I don't know him. He might be a serial killer, you know, behind, like, what the, you know, paparazzi doesn't capture that, but I'm like, he seems like a pretty chill dude, you know, he doesn't kick up a lot of news in terms of, like, Hollywood and drama, so I'm like, you know, I could fuck with this. Where are the tulips? Because oh, they're more on the Blender file side actually. Because yeah, Able Sisters would you know, they definitely have flowers. I feel like Mabel probably does like to paint, so might bring the paint set in. Yes, my favorite phase of art, the art process, yoinking assets from other projects. That sounded kind of sarcastic, but I'm like, it's not. It actually is like so good to reuse assets when possible. Let me see. I know I have like a little low table as well with a cushion. I think it's called like low or something, or short table? No, table. It's tea table? No. Oh, this would be a pretty good asset though. This does look very characteristic of like a cozy home. Yoink. Coffee table maybe? No. Counter table? Definitely not. Table tall. Round table maybe? No. Cozy round table? No. My horrible naming schemes. Table! Might still be usable though. Small table? No. Bread and table? Definitely not. Well, I could just... I don't know where that is. You know what? I'm actually gonna go into... I'm gonna grab my laptop real quick. Oh my god, I can't reach it. And go into Unity and just yoink the file from there, because I know which project I used it in. I probably just named the file really shittily. Oh my gosh. I about to have the biggest first world problem. I have a band-aid on my index finger, so I couldn't use like the fingerprint recognition to open something. Is that what it's called? Or was it called Final or something? I think it's this one. 7 months ago. Holy shit, it's been... Oh my gosh, it's February 2024. Guys, what happened? Also, I'm gonna sit. I've been standing for actually almost the entire stream. It's opening the project. Unity crashed. That's nice. You know, Unity crashed my computer twice yesterday in just like the span of 1 hour. It was so annoying. Ugh, I really don't like the M1 Mac. I kind of preferred when Mac was still using Intel. I found a little more stable. I mean, I think it seems that the M2 is a slightly better processor, but I don't like the M1 very much. Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna open the file location and sort through the folder. Art. 3D. Holy shit, there's so many assets in here. QR, QR. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, R, S, T, U, V. Do you ever have paranoia that you're just gonna forget the alphabet? What? Is it short table? Okay, I definitely used this file in this project. Oh my gosh, so it's named that. Okay, I have to open the project then to find it, because Mac doesn't have a way to preview FBX. If Unity doesn't turn your computer into a potato chip, then do you really use Unity? If Unity doesn't make my computer blast off in outer space, do you really use Unity? Unity's been slow for me lately, yeah, I feel that. Unity's been causing me a lot of problems recently. On my Mac, specifically. Oh, can you just open? When I was working on my hermit crab game, my partner and I had a Unity crash counter. Here, let me try and close. It's already open. It's not open. You lie. Don't bullshit me. Ah! Go. Fuck it, K comes after D and L. And L comes after Y. Let's go, we're revolutionizing the alphabet. I closed literally everything else on my laptop except for like a single Google Chrome window with like 10 tabs open. Unity, come on. And also, like, for some reason, like, I found that, I don't know why, but, like, Unity in the morning works fine, but later in the day, like, it gets more and more annoying. Ugh. We made very little progress today, because I've been chatting. It's called Round Table Short. Bleh. It has the word table in it though. Huh? Also, I just don't have this on my PC. Interesting, okay. Excuse me. I mean, there's no way I modeled this on my Mac. Maybe I just deleted it by accident at some point. Whatever. Do I... Nuru, if you're around, I'm perplexed right now. Because I'm trying to decide if I should eat the last visual lolly. Where the fuck did it go? What the hell is this? I'll just manually import it. Oops, no. If eat now, satisfaction. If eat later, satisfaction later. You know what? I'm not gonna eat it now. Because I've already had like 2 today. I'll save the satisfaction for tomorrow. So, I imagine this is probably Mabel, where Mabel's room is, right? Where does Sable sleep? I feel like she'd be the nice older sister and give Mabel the bedroom, and then Sable would sleep on the pull-out couch. But then you might want more later. What do you mean, I might want more later, right? Like, isn't that a... I'm not gonna have any more. Oh, so you're saying I should save it for later. Monthly package of... You know what would solve this? Picture. Yes! And like 30 bags per box, please. That should hold me over for like, you know, the month. If we're lucky. Subscription. But yeah, nah, man, the States really needs to get in on having that shit. It's so good. Ooh, wait. Okay, absolutely. You know what? I think... Oops. Maybe Abel would have her bed in the living room. Because, I mean, they make clothing. How big of a house could they have? But, man, though, they are a family, you know, so they should have a family house. Family style home, because I was thinking laundry room could go here. It's near the entrance. But yeah, definitely Sable would give Mabel the better room with the view, the window. She's the big sister, the responsible big sister. You know, I feel like Mr. Nook would be nice. You know, he would give them a nice home. So maybe we'll find a space to give them, make a bed for Abel. Sable. 1 bag per day, smart, yes. So on longer months, you need to send it 31. Okay, I think this table's better, more like old-fashioned style-y. And the laundry machine. Why is it not connected? What? Wow, there's so much in this scene, it's so chaotic. Hello? E? Thank you. Ali broke 14 people's computers on Wizard 101, including mine. What? Wait, is she streaming right now? Oh, she is. Oh no. Ali! Ali. I mean, I'm probably gonna wrap up really soon, like in the next 20-30 minutes. I'm a little tired. But, you know, I will give her the raid. I will take all 7 of us. Wizard 101 the GOAT. She's live right now and we tried making a guild and it broke all of our games. No! No! That's so cursed. That's a very Ali thing to happen, by the way, too. Nothing wrong with it. It's just a very Ali story. You know, I've never actually played Wizards 101. Why'd I almost say it with like a V? Wizards. Go to Blathers. Yoinking assets. Let's go! I downloaded to play on my work computer. Get your boss to come play with you. Where is the what do you call it? gramophone. Oh, here it is. Alright, what a good place architecturally speaking for there to have an extra bedroom. Maybe over here, but then it'll get blocked off by the roof. Whoa, did it just start raining again? Okay, it did, and real quick, I just gotta say, waking up this morning to the sound of rain was so nice. Like, I don't love rain sometimes, you know, it's annoying, but California is too dry. It's too dry. So I do get a little excited every time we get some rain. Their house would absolutely have windows, so we gotta start carving out some windows in the back for them. I think these drawers are actually, like, these shelves are actually a little too, like, short, so we're just gonna clear them. I did kind of forget the Animal Crossing principle a little bit when making the home for Timmy and Tommy. Like the idea that everything should be a little bigger and chunkier, like things are gonna be a little disproportional. We all had to quit the game and reload it just to reset the program. That's so cursed. And so Atlee. I'm 100% gonna bully her in the future. Good. Just kidding. I mean, bullying bad, but you know, Allie's tough. Okay, Sable would absolutely be like making croissants or some shit. Okay, croissants may be too fancy cookies. Getting a wee bit tired. Oh, here's thunder. I love these streams because I get so much work done alongside you. Let's go! That's what they're for. Just hanging out, getting shit done, one at a time. And like, my favorite thing about them is, you know, they make me feel productive even though maybe they're not the things I should be doing, but, you know, they're the things I want to be doing, so... 30 billion polys for a chair. Love it. Hydrate, hydrate. I also get so much work done, but that's because I'm at work. I mean, you know, I see that as an absolute win. Being at work. The Bossa Nova Mika medley is also really nice, but there's singing in it. Also, sorry, that was a weird, like, grunt. Like, do you guys ever get that, like, I've heard it's actually pretty common, but it's, like, sudden, like, pinching, like, a weird muscle spasm. I got that a little bit, like, right below, like, right on my left side in my middle rib cage. So it's just like, oh. Yeah, but I mean, singing should be fine as long as it's not like copyright, right? I'm not gonna get terms of service for this, am I? Too lazy to bevel a cube. Wait, that's the next stream title. Like today's stream title, brought to you by Timmy, is so good. But what if next time the next stream title really should just be too lazy to bevel. Yeah, this couch looks a little weird. There's something going on. We need to start with the fresh cube, I think. Yeah. We're gonna give it a shot, and if it doesn't work out, then we'll wait until next week, because I kind of need to pee. I've also run out of water, so... And like I mentioned, like, 20 minutes ago, like, or, you know, a while ago, I was kind of like, I'm gonna end, you know, in like 15-20 minutes, getting a little tired. I started working this morning at like 8 because I was having such a hard time debugging that one issue. And I was like, God, this needs to be fixed by noon. It has to be fixed by noon. And given how long I spent debugging it yesterday, I was like really not optimistic and pretty unsure of how long it was going to take me to fix today, so I just wanted to start as early as possible. Unless the Bossa Nova, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Probably not, honestly. I don't know why I even said, like, I hope I don't get terms of service for it, because, like, I've never gotten terms of service for, like, the music that we play on stream, which I, like, is usually a lot of, like, video game music and stuff like that, so that stuff is usually fine. And, like, those jazz medleys, like, the coffee shop music that is meant to be played on a stream. We made it work! Let's fucking go! Cool! Because, I'm gonna do my raid thing on LA soon. Someone's gonna have to teach me how to raid, or because it's been a while since I've done one. Literally a boomer. So true. What's the raid message? We need a raid message? What? I don't know, man. To spam when we'll arrive? Oh no. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not good at this. What should we say? Okay, new plan. We just don't raid instead because I don't know what to say. Something to Skibby Dibby Nacho. Sure, we can say that. Oh, did she play your Game Jam game? She did. We can say emergency landing. She will indeed understand this. I mean, the funny thing is, while we were making it, we were literally thinking Allie will appreciate this so much. I gotta head off to sleep, so good night. Good night, BB. Thanks for stopping in. I'll see you next time. But have a good rest. Why does this look cartoonish? This looks bad. I give up. Okay, we're giving up for today. But, yep. Anyways, thank you everyone for coming by. Next stream is going to be probably Sunday, I think. Yeah. It was fun. Thanks for listening to so many ramblings about thesis and watching my prototypes and the fart game. But, yeah. As always, art streams are fun, nice and chill. But that is it for me for today. I'm a little hungry. Or, sorry, oh my gosh. My default is to say I'm hungry. I want to go, like, throw some dishes in the sink because I ate during stream. W stream facts. Raging at Shapes becoming over beveled. Let's fucking go. So, yes. Stick around to raid Alley. Otherwise, I will see you all on Sunday. How do I raid? Does this work? No, we do not talk about this. I thought this worked. Oh, dash raid. And okay. I see. Oh my gosh, no, why are there furries? I have Allie's stream open now. Invalid username? How do I do this? Help! I'm bad at Twitch! Oh, it's working! Emergency landing. Emergency landing. Emergency landing. Is my stream over?
No, this is amazing. This is so important.
Ah, wait, how do I stop my stream?
What?